Hello everybody. Good evening all of you. Hope all of you are safe there and healthy. So I'm here to give you a short lecture on the topic about computer networks. So this chapter in your board examination, this chapter contains the weightage of 10 marks in your board paper according to the split. Okay, now as you know, the syllabus has been reduced as per the CBSE norms because of this COVID-19 crisis, and there are few more changes in the syllabus, like few chapters has been omitted and few have been added. So that I'll share with you later. The syllabus will be shared to you later. So now this chapter, computer networks, there is no change in the syllabus, and as of now, we're going to study about the importance of the network here. First, we'll study what is the definition of a network. So when you study something about network, the main thing we have to learn about is also about the internet. So first, we'll learn what a network is. So network is generally a connection of many computers together. You can call it as connection of thousands of computers together. Then you call it as a network. Thousands of computers together, then you call it as a network. But internet is nothing but connection of millions of computers together. So that is a major difference between a network and a internet. So both this network and internet are helping us to connect with different number of computers, or it's also helping us to communicate with one computer to another computer. And the main purpose of having this computer network is helping you to share the devices as well. And many resources have been shared, like any file has to be shared from one computer to another computer. It is making our work easy with the help of the network. So basically we'll be studying about what exactly the network is. As I already told you, the network is nothing but connecting the thousand number of computers together. It is not that you're going to connect only the computers. It may also include any other hardware devices like printers, scanners, or any other peripherals also you can consider. Okay, that is also a example of connecting it with the help of the network. Okay, and the next thing we're going to learn about is, say for example, the main purpose of internet is connecting the computers in any order, in any way. Okay, so you have a computer here and you have another computer, say one computer here and another computer here. So from this you're transferring one message from one computer to another computer. So you need a medium. Say for example, from this computer to this computer, you're connecting it with the help of a medium. So this medium, we're going to call it as transmission medium, because this is going to transfer any kind of message. It may be a text message, it may be audio, it may be video, or any kind of files. Anything, whatever we're going to transfer with the help of transfer it with the help of the transmission media. So this transmission media is again being classified into two different ways. One is guided medium, the other one is unguided medium. Okay, so the definition of guided medium is nothing but, which is also known as wired connection, and unguided medium is known as wireless connection. So nowadays we're using both wired connection and the wireless connection in many places, and according to the wish of the user, we are opting for any one of those. Okay, you may use wired connection also, wireless connection also. But when you use guided medium, there are things like twisted pair cable. The first one under guided medium is twisted pair cable, and the second one is coaxial cable, and the third one is optical fiber cable. Okay, so as I've already told you that transmission medium is classified into two different ways, guided medium and unguided medium. So under guided medium, we're going to learn the different type of cables, because these cables are going to help us to connect between any number of computers, maybe one or two computers or group of computers or computers in network, whatever. Okay, so first we'll learn about twisted pair cable. So this twisted pair cable is mainly used with the LAN connection. First of all, in the next thing I'll be telling about, in the next video I'll be sharing you things about the different types of networks like LAN, WAN and MAN. But as of now, you just come to know that twisted pair cable can be used with the computers which are connected with the help of the LAN, okay, and coaxial cable. See, when you talk about all these three different type of cables, all the three cables will have their own infrastructure and their own specifications. Like twisted pair cable will have a wire type of thing which has been covered with another wire, whereas coaxial cable is entirely different from twisted pair cable, where this coaxial cable will have a outer shield, and outer shield will be a thick shield of wire, and inside that outer shield you will have a copper wire plated in it, and then that is how it has been designed. The coaxial cable is being designed. Okay. The next one is optical fiber cable. See, the optical fiber cable is being covered only with glass covered wires. It has been designed where it can hold the connection, which is, it provides a high connectivity speed, because optical fiber cable is one of the expensive cable among all these three cables, and compared to all the three cables, optical fiber cable provides a maximum speed. Okay, so when you wanted to use when your cost should be not much and you are okay to compromise with the speed, then you can go with twisted pair cable in order to connect any computers. Coaxial cables can be used with MAN connection, that is metropolitan area network, which will be used for connecting the computers along the cities. That I'll tell you in detail when in the next video. But as of now, you just know about the three different types of cables that we can use it in the network in order to connect the computers. So in that, the first one is twisted pair cable, the second one is coaxial cable, and the third one is optical fiber cable. And the most expensive cable is optical fiber cable, and this optical fiber cable also provides the maximum speed compared to the other two cables. Clear? So these all things we have learnt about is the definition of an internet network, the definition of a internet, and also we have learnt about the transmission medium, which is nothing but helping you to transfer the message from one computer to another computer. So we have learned the classification of wired medium. Next we're going to learn the classification of unguided media. So unguided media is again classified into different things, like the first one is infrared rays, and the second one is radio wave, okay, radio link, otherwise radio wave, and the next one is microwave, and the next one is satellite. Okay, so these are the major things that we're going to concentrate in unguided media. See, when you wanted to transfer any kind of message from any one device to another device, either you can choose wired medium or a wireless medium. So in that case, infrared and radio link is mainly used to transfer any kind of signals between television and the radios. Okay, so any kind of frequency transmission along the channels, or any kind of thing with the help of the radio you wanted to transfer, it is mainly done with the help of the infrared and then the radio link. Okay. And the next thing we're going to learn about is microwave. So this microwaves is mainly used in mobile phones in order to transfer any kind of signals. Then we are using only microwaves. And the last one is satellite. As we already know, satellite is moreover many satellites has been used nowadays, and each concerns, they have separate satellite for their own concerns. Nowadays governments have so many satellites which has been used for many purposes, but satellites has been placed more than 22,300 miles above the earth's surface, so that it will capture the signals and then it is transmitting. So normally in satellites we'll have a transmitter and a receiver which plays a vital role. Transmitter and a receiver. Okay, the transmitter is helping you to transfer the message, and the receiver is helping you to receive the messages, and vice versa. Okay, so these are the classifications of unguided medium: infrared, radio link, microwave, and satellite. So in that, infrared and radio link are used to transfer the message between television and radio, any kind of transmission between television and radio. And microwave is used moreover in mobile phones, and satellite is most commonly used over the internet, or any kind of facilities over the satellite is expensive compared to the other three unguided mediums. Okay, so these are the things we have learned about the transmission media. And the next thing we're going to learn about is about network topologies. So first we must know what is a topology. So the meaning of topology is nothing but, say, you can generally, in simple words, if I wanted to tell you about topology, you can say the design of connecting the computers in a network. Design of connecting computers. See, each one of you may prefer different kind of designs, or each one will have different opinion of connecting the computers. So in this, we are going to study about the different ways of connecting the computers in a network. So in that, we'll be learning about three different type of connection. One is bus topology, the next one is star topology, and the last one is tree topology. Okay. Or you can say as layout, different layouts of connecting the computers in a network as well. So in that, the first one we're going to learn about is bus topology. Generally, when you wanted to connect many number of computers with the help of bus topology, we'll be connecting it in a linear way. Well, you know the meaning of linear, say for example 1 by 1. For example, if you consider a computer lab, that is an example of connecting the computers with the help of the bus topology, say 1 by 1. Okay, and all these computers which are connected in bus topology will have a backbone. Backbone in the sense, backbone is nothing but a layout, or you can call it as a wired connection, and in that from that you will be getting power to all these computers. So when you use bus topology, if there is any problem in the backbone, then all the computers will stop working. Okay, so that is one of the disadvantage of bus topology, because if there is any fault in the backbone, then all the computers will stop working. Okay, the next one is star topology. But one more thing I wanted you to tell about the bus topology is, when you have more number of computers and when you're using LAN connection, that is local area network, the best topology that you can use is bus topology. And the next one is star topology. This is the most common topology which we are going to use widely, because many computers, when you're connecting in the network, when you wanted to connect it with the help of star topology, the work becomes very easier. And this doesn't have any problem like if one computer fails, the rest of the computers are going to fail. That is not going to be a problem here, because all the computers are connected independently, and you'll have a separate device called as hub here, and all these will be connected to the hub, and from the hub only you're going to transfer the messages. Okay, that is an example of star topology. And the next one is tree topology. The name itself tells you what is a tree topology. The meaning of tree is nothing but it has so many branches. Say for example, you have one computer here and one computer here, and this computer can be connected to two different computers, and again this can be connected to two different computers. So this is a connection of computers using tree topology, whereas many number of computers are connected. So comparatively, all the three topologies have their own advantages and disadvantages. When you use LAN connection, bus topology will be better. When you have more number of computers which is connecting metropolitan area network, then you can go for star topology. And moreover, it depends on the user whether they choose bus topology, star topology or tree topology. Okay, so in this video, we have learnt about the general thing about the definition of a network and internet, and some of the basic things about transmission media, both guided and unguided mediums. And also we have learnt about the different types of topology. I've told you what a topology is, and three different type of topologies as bus topology, star topology and tree topology. And I hope you understood this. I'll catch you in the next video. Okay, bye.